So, wireless, we have a lot of things here. This is part of A. I'll go sort of split it. These are two separate models. This is part of B. This is A. That was B. This is A. Okay, so what these are. Receiver, transmitter. You'll notice that these two receivers are pretty much the same, sort of. 4 antennas. They can all use the same type of antenna. They can connect together. You can connect A to B, B to A.
Okay.
You could connect both of these to A. So attachments here. This one is for the URSA, sort of. There's a lot of sort ofs. This can be used for anything. It has a V-mount plate. So right now, a V-mount battery will pass power. These are V-mount batteries, hence the V. It slides on here. And then this, wow, looks like a V-mount battery too.
It does.
That's because it can slide onto a V-mount thing. So it can slide onto the Blackmagic URSA.
Mm-hmm.
And it can power the URSA and power the wireless.
The transmitter.
All through itself. So let's say you want to put this on another camera or something. I don't know. You want to do something else with it. There's this V-mount clip here. You can clip this to a C-stand, pretend, and then slide this onto it. Now your wireless transmitter's on a thing.
Okay.
This transmitter has a weird looking plate. This weird looking plate slides under here. So first, make sure that this little ridge here is down. That's with this lever. There's a hole under here. Sort of set that in and then sort of wiggle it back. And then you move that to lock it. If it's hard to lock it, you need to push it back more.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's locked on. Now, did that change our weight? Absolutely. No. But we can't rebalance it now yet because there's still more weight to add. So now we get into the nice bag of cables. Some of these cables live in the boxes, some of them don't. Some of them live in the drawer. The cables that are written on them that say they belong in the box belong in the box. There's some thin HDMI and SDI cables. 1 foot, a 2 foot SDI, mini HDMI. I don't know if it's mini or micro, and a normal HDMI. FX3 uses normal HDMI ports. So open the HDMI. We use the thin ones so it's not a thick cable that's like jetting out like this and then having a loop around.
Yeah.
So this thin one can fit here. Normally with that other plate, there's room to put the bulk of the cable under the lens and the plate. You put it there.
Is it already tied off to a link that works? All right. Or like Velcro?
Depends on past use. Yeah. Generally it is. But it's only used for this.
Yeah.
So now we're good there. How does this get power? I'll answer.
That would be nice.
You grab one of these little things, which is a LEMO connector. LEMO is just a generic, it's a brand name for this type of connector. It does not mean that this connector works with all the other LEMOs. So this one, slide in here. And then plug this USB-C into the bottom port. It has to go into the bottom or else it won't work.
All right.
So now that's how this gets power. So now it's going to suck all its power from here.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do about that, there's an attachment here. I'm only doing it because the battery's low and I don't want to pull a thing out. You can, if you're doing this for like a long football game or something, you could put like a USB-C power bank in your backpack or your pocket, run like a long USB-C cable to here and power it while it's in use, and it'd work. In this case, there's this nice plate that's for attaching to the gimbal. So we unlock the gimbal, push this button, grab this, slide this in, lock it down. So now we basically put a dummy battery on the gimbal.
Mm-hmm.
Now for stability, things are better upside down. But like you could put this on like a jib or a car or something.
Yeah.
It's like if you're putting this on a car, you don't want that sticking out because that's a lot of weight, fulcrum and stuff. This is a lot easier. Now, if you're doing something dangerous with it or something upside down, even if you just like mount on the ceiling, there is a piece here this piece, you unscrew it, you slide this side on here, and then you screw this in. So now the gimbal can't come off this dummy battery.
Okay.
Basically, so this doesn't vibrate loose, and now your gimbal with its camera is falling off your car. So now, this other LEMO connector is a D-tap. D-tap or P-tap, because it looks like a D. The letter.
I guess.
Plug that in here, and now you can power this with a V-mount battery that has a D-tap port.
All right.
So now we still need to weight it. That was the other thing.
So right now is it V-mount battery? It's going into the base, which is then going into the main.
Yep.
Thing.
And then this powers the gimbal
Mm-hmm.
and the wireless transmission.
Yes. Okay.
Now
Nice.
we have antennas. We have some high gain antennas.
Mm-hmm.
They're all lettered. Reality, it doesn't matter which one it goes to. Organization-wise, just use the correct one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a ton of these. Just because we have a ton doesn't mean lose them. We'll just grab in these boxes, the antennas can stay on. So to put the antenna on, set it there, go backwards, make sure you hear it click.
Yep.
And then go forward. You don't want to cross thread these. If you're using this camera on the Ursa, if a person's holding it here, somebody bent the antenna slightly. You'll notice one that's like slightly like wampered.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this one where it's like spinning like sort of an oval. Now your antennas are on.
Right.
Now we can actually.
Does it just need all four?
Yep, all
right.
four. Now we weight it. That's out of weight. It does still point pretty well forward. It points sort of down right now. So we loosen this. Go back a tiny bit. Forward. And then lock it. So now we need to raise this more. Now we raise this. Now to lock it is hitting the USB-C cable.
Mm-hmm.
We can unplug it, or we can just spin this thing around. Like lift up and then spin it so it's easy to move.
Yeah.
And then go back on.
I wish every knob had that.
A lot of them do actually
Okay.
around here.
That's awesome.
That's still too much, but we can't go much higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can't. So now we need more weight at top to balance out the weight at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna put this up here. I'm just grabbing 100 grams to test and see if it works. Our range is 100 grams, 200, or 300. So now we added more weight, but you're like, why don't I add weight here? So now you add weight here, you need to move this forward or sort of backwards. So we're extending this out. We'll add more weight
So it's just a lot of messing around with it till it.
professionally, yeah.
Yeah.
So now that's
So
too
somewhere
far back.
between
So,
that.
so now we added another axis of things to move. But you sort of need to go to the extreme to see what does something.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, good enough. So now, just because that's balanced, and this looks pretty evenly weighted, it's not. I think. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
Because now, theoretically, looking at it this way, we added more weight on this side of this penny thing,
Mm-hmm.
the axis. So
So-
now, we'll slide it this way.
So we should like put all the stuff on and then do all the balancing and not do it in
Yes.
multiple phases. Okay.
Definitely. Do not balance one side and then,
Balance it 10 times.
unless you want to add more work.
Yeah.
It's like, ideally, let's say it's perfectly balanced, do not touch it your entire shoot.
Yeah.
Like, if you have to replace the battery, which is why normally I would take off the door,
Mm-hmm.
and it's why I like the other plate with this one, because the other plate, you slide this on, you don't adjust where this is attached, you slide it on and you lock it.
Yeah.
It only gives you like a 1/4 inch of movement, so I'd always slide it to the furthest side, like slide it all the way here, lock it, so now that means I can take off this camera and I can put it back on, because there's no room for adjustment on here, so it's like,
Okay.
I could even unscrew the whole camera. As long as everything else stays the same,
Yeah.
I can replace the battery or do whatever I need while still not having to rebalance it. So that's pretty good. Now, let's check our tilt. So now that's pretty bad. Yeah. So now it's moving forward. So I'm going to move this back. When I said it's moving forward, I really didn't know what I meant. I meant it was turning this way, but so now we can turn it on. And now, honestly, I probably should have left the other battery on. That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
To auto tune it, there's auto tune and then a calibration check. You can press the M and hold the trigger for like 3 seconds. And now it will auto tune and get all the shakiness out. So now, this lens, now that I just realized it, just because it's a zoom lens doesn't mean it should be a zoom lens. So this lens can zoom.
Yeah.
So now, all that weight is now shaking more than if I did,
That's a good point. Yeah.
I guess we're shaking the same. Be careful with zoom lenses.
Mm-hmm.
The 18 to 35 is a great lens because it's all internal zoom. It's moving glass inside of it. So it doesn't extend and really adjust that much weight. So your weight's sort of the same. I'd highly recommend that lens and use the adapter for that. So now that's set up. So now you can press the power button here on the wireless once to turn it on, and it should turn on. Now we're gonna put a V-mount battery on here. So now we can go find our A antennas.
So you said these ones were just higher gain?
Yeah,
Okay.
they call these high gain. For this distance, it's really fine that these are close.
Mm-hmm.
You can put these on either the transmitter or the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to put them on the receiver, just because I've always used the transmitter on this, and it's like,
Yeah. You don't want all that.
I don't want that, or really that. So now we can press the side button once and turns on. So now, if the camera was on, so there you'll see a little video icon, like a little thing.
Yeah.
That means that it's getting video. This can also, oh, it can. Awaiting control. Okay. If something's janky with the camera, just unplug the HDMI. Okay. I don't know what I clicked through. Its date and time is probably wrong.
Yeah.
So now,
It doesn't
when
matter.
it's not sending any video, it will do bars. Ta-da.
But now we have
we have it magically.
Awesome.
So here you're seeing like the camera's interface. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
So now, mainly because I can actually see what I'm doing now. Click here. Now since I'm not gonna act like I know where it is. We're just gonna go down through all the settings. I think it's more at the bottom. I believe this also works. Yeah. So control for HDMI, this is on the actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
You can control the actual settings here. It's like, if you're trying to be fancy, you could change all the ISO just by using the side keys. Because you can set up so like the left button does ISO, right shutter speed, just whatever. So now it's clean, a clean feed. You see this stuff, but this is from the actual DJI monitor.
Yeah.
So that looks great. Don't do that. There's this option here called gyroscope. You can turn it on. There. You can go to 100.
Why might you want it like this?
So this would be if you could put this on a tripod.
Oh, and you
This
could
works
control. You could control where the camera's facing from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
yes.
this plate is the same size as the plate that the thing is the
ideal plate.
Yeah, that fit on. So on these tripods, and it's off topic. This is for RS2/3.
Yeah.
Just push this down, and now you can put the gimbal plate on top of it.
Okay.
But what we're gonna do now, I don't think we've ever actually set it up. So here, so now we have this here. We can turn this on and press recenter, and now it turns it back to like a normal thing. So now, using my awesome DP skills, I can. It works pretty well. I've never actually
Are you surprised by that? This is so.
Well, I've never done this.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Wait, so if I.
It is fun.
Do y'all want to do it?
Yeah.
And then you pull this little tab here to lock it, sort of loosens.
Okay.
Put the other side on. They only fit on one side. So now your person here can control this.
Whoa. What does this one do?
Is it a focus?
This would do focus or zoom if you had a motor attached.
Mm-hmm.
Is it on autofocus? Yeah. But it can't tell the camera anything right now. Oh, turn off.
Yeah, what?
I need to turn off gyroscope. We can just
use those
recenter it.
things.
Yeah. So now
So now the handle would do it, or the little knob. Yeah. Okay.
So
Hi.
it's what I call crazy mode.
Crazy mode.
I don't actually call it that. I'm just gonna move it to PF right now. So now, should be slower when you move it around. Move it like left and right.
Yeah. A little
Yeah.
It's so weird.
But you can pull focus with it if you set up a motor. So for convocation, that's what we did.
Mm.
It was so cool. Okay. So that's pretty much the basics of it. There's a SDI and HDMI output on the back of here, and that does what it says. So now if you want to attach the other receiver to it, so right now A is attached to A. There's two modes. There's broadcast mode and control mode. Control mode is doing exactly what this is, controlling that.
Yeah.
Control mode also works better because they talk to each other and change their frequencies. So you can tap up here and see the channels that it's doing automatically. There's also all settings so you can like go in and change what you're connecting to. So if we put on antennas here, show you how to connect, because sometimes, like, since these two were connected before, to this transmitter, they will automatically connect.
Yeah.
We'll grab a battery. These batteries in here are only for this. They literally only work on these.
Yeah.
So you slide it on, press power. It turns on. There's also dots up here. Link and video. Lights. So green is linked. Red is video. So right now it's looking for, it's in control mode A, connecting to A. So it's connected to that one, but it's in controller B. So there's, since it can take, in control mode, it can take 2 receivers in, while it's still in control mode. This is control A, this is control B. So what that means is, let me grab something. This is also included with this. This is like the cheapest thing here.
Yeah, I think I've seen those headphones before.
$10 each. They look like the same normal trashy blue ones that are floating around here, except these have USB-C. You can plug this in here.
Amazing.
And in your settings, so you press the center button, go to setting, go down to USB mode. From USB, you change it to voice call. It's already on voice call.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I do the same thing here. USB function, voice call. Press back. So now, I give my camera op these headsets. They have nice flashy blue lights.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. You can sort of
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
So now, does somebody want to put these on?
And let's put them on.
Somebody wants to put these on. Do you want these?
Sure.
Now you can talk to each other.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. It's very, very crackly.
Wait, your mic's
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Talking to that.
Hello.
Do you hear her?
Hello. Yeah, I hear.
Yeah.
Do you hear each
Yes,
other?
yes, yes.
Okay.
Fun.
So that works.
Awesome.
So the other
So-
part that comes into this is it takes
What?
any USB audio.
Okay.
So you can get intercom
Mhm.
into a normal like 3.5 millimeter form. Don't just, you need actual transformers to do it. Don't just
Yeah.
plug it in. And then you can plug that into this side. So now your person can hear intercom. They can't respond.
Okay.
Or they can respond when they talk to themselves, but
Mm-hmm.
you can take it off now.
Is there a way to make the wire longer or no?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, you'd probably be holding
You
the
could use
camera.
one of these and
Yeah.
use your own earbud. So if you wanted like, or other headphones, but I mean, generally you'd be holding it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
or be on, or for this one on your shoulder, it'd be like right here and you just have it.
Yeah.
So you don't need to worry about the other intercom. You can't respond, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm glad this worked.
Yeah. And then this might be out of order, but to get this into like the video switching, is this just an SDI?
Yep, SDI
Okay.
or HDMI. Higher end video switchers, you'll want to change the format to 1080i
Mm-hmm.
because some of them don't have scalers on it. So this can transmit 1080i and 1080p. How you put one of these into pairing mode is you press and hold that button on them, the like spinny wheel, for a few seconds, and then it goes into pairing mode. So now, right now this is getting that video.
Mm-hmm.
If I want this to get this one's video from whatever camera, once it turns on, this is the dummy battery for this camera, for the SD100 cameras. There's a D-tab extender. There's a ton of other mounts in here. Okay, now that this is on, so this B is disconnected. So this is transmitter B. So in here is device B. That's device A
Okay.
to match. So this one is control B. So you're like, why isn't this connecting to that? It's because this is control B of that one, of transmitter A. So if I want to connect this to this one, I go in here. I actually don't go in there. I just press and hold this one until it says linking.
Mm-hmm.
And then I press and hold this one until it says linking. They'll talk to each other.
Yeah.
And then do it. So now this one still says B. This one says control B. I have no idea why. Whatever. It doesn't really matter which control it is.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the basics of this.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
If you want, we can put it on the Ursa. Just so you have some more reference for
Would be
it.
interesting, yeah.
These are the chargers for the batteries,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. It works like a normal charger.
Wait, the batteries for which part?
Right now the batteries only work on this receiver and that transmitter.
Okay.
There's a battery plate on the bottom of that one that you could put it on. Since that's V-mount and the screen's V-mount as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's adapter cables here for DTAP to the Limo. So if you wanted to plug this into a bigger power source, you can. And then this bag has antenna extensions. Right now there's a full set of them in there. 8 antenna extensions. As you can see, they've never been used.
Mm-hmm.
This would be like if you have the gimbal on the back of your car, filming another car speeding down the highway, and you're sitting in a car a mile back controlling the camera. You want to stick the antennas out the window, but you don't want to hold the thing out the window. So you use this. I'm sure there's another solution for it, another use of them. Use them if you want, play around with them. They're also all written on. This is a DTAP power supply. So this basically acts as a DTAP battery. So you can plug this into here, and now into the ground outlet, and now you can power this forever.